it's been good. I knew we got a veteran team coming back, especially on the offensive side of the ball. So we expected to take some strides this year. I think we have in the first 2 games, and obviously we lost a few key pieces on defense. So we knew our defense wasn't going to be the best defense in U Sports this year like they were last year, and we're just finding ways to win. We're a resilient group. There's been adversity in both games, as there always is in Can West, and our guys just continue to find a way to just relax, reset, and just go execute. And again, good start to the year so far, but we still got a long hill to climb.
What makes Can West so competitive?
Oh, that's a good question. It is, top to bottom, right? 1 to 6, every team's good. If every game if Calgary beats this team or this team, nothing surprises you. Whereas in other conferences, certain teams should never beat certain teams. In Canada West, that's just not a thing. And I think just because of the demographic, we're so spread out, such good football in Western Canada, RMF does a great job. Calgary Minor Football does a good job. BC, there's so many people. So it's just, you just get the best of the best in Western Canada. And obviously schools like UBC do a good job grabbing players from Ontario as well. So it's, every school's a little bit unique and different, but everyone's bringing in top tier talent every year. So it's always exciting, that's for sure.
You mentioned your offense, returning a lot of players, your quarterback, your running game has looked incredible for the first couple of weeks. Is that something that's nice to have as a coach, to know that you have some veteran players, some people that have been through that before, to start a season and be able to not maybe worry about that as much?
Yeah, definitely. And I think a lot of it is we're building off of last year. So as obviously it was a good start last year, kind of hit a 5-game skid, and then we got hot going into playoffs and had a great run. And I think what I told the players is we got to continue to build off of that. So we know what we're good at. We're going to continue to do that, and just having those guys go through that experience and win the Hardy Cup and almost be in the Vanier, and then all off-season training and just knowing what we're all about, what our identity is, and we're just staying true to that. And just having, those guys all back now, they're just 1 more year older, 1 more year stronger, 1 year faster. So it's really paid dividends, obviously, for so far this year.
What has that run last year meant for the group going into this year?
Yeah, honestly, I think it was just exciting. We hadn't won a playoff game since 2012, and prior to that, we hadn't won a Hardy Cup since 2000. So it was quite a while, and it was nice to get the monkey off the back. And even just for coaches, for the players, for the team, the university, just to be like, hey, we can do this. It's not like an unattainable goal. Because every team, beginning of the year, doesn't matter, 1-27 in U Sports, they all think they can win a Vanier Cup. Everyone has that mindset. But we were we thought that all the time, but we hadn't won a playoff game in a while. But you always still preach it. But now we know just how close we really are. So it just kind of gives you a little bit more, weight with when I talk to the players of hey, we are really that close. And again, we were close years before. We just could never win the playoff game or win the Hardy Cup. So to actually have that experience and just a little bit of confidence, we know we can win those tight games and those high pressure games. And it's nice knowing that on the team. And even before the playoff season or the playoff run last year, I asked our team, how many guys have been in the playoffs? We had 20 guys from 2022. How many have won a playoff game? None. Right? Just Coach Gray, he's our defensive coordinator. He was on the Vanier team that went in 2000. I won 1 playoff game in 12, and there weren't many. So it was, now we've got, 80 guys that have won a playoff game here. So just having that experience you just can't teach experience like that.
What was the reaction from the team when you found out we're hosting the Vanier Cup?
Yeah, honestly, it's pretty unique. I don't know if the players are excited. I don't say they don't care. They're excited, but we also understand that doesn't really mean anything. It's not like basketball or volleyball where you host, you get an automatic bid. For football, it's the one sport, I think, that you got to earn your way there. So we could go, we're not going 0-8 now, but we can go 2-6, not make playoffs, but we still got to host the event. Right, so we got to earn our way. We got to win the West. We got to beat the OUA when they come here in the Mitchell Bowl, and then we can play at home. So, honestly, it was exciting to have it here for sure, because football does mean a lot here. I know President Dr. Jeff Keshen is adamant with athletics and loves the football team. So we're excited to host it, but we haven't really thought much of it. We talked about it in the off season, but once now we're in season, it's who cares? We just got to get into playoffs, and we got to get hot at the right time and execute and continue to get better, and that's all we're focused on right now.
You have UBC this week. You have to make a road trip, get on a plane. What kind of challenge does UBC pose?
Yeah, even just the travel logistics is tough, right? We usually bus everywhere, so everyone gets a little bit excited when they go on a plane. We've had probably for some guys, it might be their first plane ride ever because we haven't gone there since 2022. So, yeah, we're excited about it, but at the end of the day, it's a business trip for us. It's another game. They're a good team, though. They're well coached. They just had a tough loss to you guys, so, they're going to be roaring to go. And Yeah, they're always well coached. They're so athletic. They got some really good players, and so we're gonna have our hands full. But again, I'm confident with our guys that we just continue to play Rams football, and we should come out on top.
And every year, the game that I know circled on the calendar for football fans here, no matter what the teams are doing, what their records are, is the game against the Huskies. How exciting is it for you to go up against them as a former player, and you get the playoff win last year against them? What's that like?
Yeah, it's awesome. It really is. Like, we're trying to bring back that rivalry. Like, there is respect there, but we don't want to like those guys, right? Because we want it to build up, and I think last year was a great experience of that. We beat them game 1 here, then they beat us in game 2, and then the Hardy Cup up there, like all Saskatchewan teams. It was pretty cool experience. Obviously, it helped that I think we won that game. But yeah, it's every time we compete against UVets, we were competing them in recruiting, competing them in everything we do, and it just adds to it. So I love those games. I'm excited for next Friday, but obviously got to take care of UBC first. But that UVets game, it's always circled on our calendar and our players' calendar just because of the rivalry and I won't say hatred, but just we just want to beat those guys more than anyone. That's what rivalries are. It's fun. So.
And as the coach of the Rams, you see the football and the way it's grown here in the province, and the flag league with a former alum and Mike Thomas, and you mentioned the junior teams and RMF that's run by players that played here and parents that are involved there, and the high school league. And what makes Saskatchewan and Regina specifically this hotbed of football?
Yeah, it really is. And it's like you said, bottom up, right? With the Saskatoon Minor Football, Regina Minor Football, Mike Thomas's Flag League, they got one going up there now. It's football crazy. And I can say this because I'm an outsider. I'm from Calgary and moved here to play for the Rams in 2007. And people in Saskatchewan, they just love football. And I think, and also a lot of that starts with the Riders too. Like, you got the big green team, they're the top dog. But then from there, the Huskies are good. We're pretty good. Thunder and Hilltops are both dominating in their league, and they have been for years. So I don't know. It's just football. I don't know if it's in the water here or what, but people just love football here. And you got to give our grassroots programs credit because they do such a good job developing them and coaching the right way. And even there's the player aspect of development, but also the coaches aspect of development. And like Football Sass, like Mike Thomas, Jeff Yowzy, they do a great job putting on clinics and the development of the coaches, so even at those younger levels. So yeah, it might be parents, but they're also like learning how to coach and like being proper and teaching the right techniques and really trying to develop and evolve the game. And it's been great to see. And again, I think it's going to just continue on. I know that Flag League is crazy. My kid's in it now. It's pretty fun. And yeah, it's just all football all the time here, which is, I love it.